Hello, YouTubers! I'm not an expert, and this is my flea market finds for August 20th. All right, not a lot left. It was rainy. Regular tool guys weren't all there. Some of them didn't bring very much. I picked these up. These are just a little pair of tin snips, kind of small. I've never really had a small set. These are Diamalloy Duluth. So, forged in the USA. So that's the diamond. I had a pair of pliers that were Diamalloy that I showed before. I think they were pliers. Anyway, they seem pretty nice. So I picked those up. Nice to have a little pair of tin snips. Come in handy all the time. Grabbed a coping saw. There's nothing really special about it. It did seem to have a very stiff frame. I'm always looking for a good stiff frame coping saw. Handles kind of beat, but I like them. It's nice to have handy. I have another coping saw, but this one seemed like it might be a little stiffer. That's kind of the key with coping saws is you want the frame to not flex, and the flat frames seem to be better than the round ones, or you can spend a lot of money. Okay, little tiny pair of pliers. Now these I've seen better. They're a little beat up, but if you see that says it's got some numbers and Utica, New York. Okay, so old school, generally collectible, and kind of neat, little tiny pliers. Sometimes you just need to get into a small space. So little tiny water pump pliers for your little tiny water pump. And then the last tool, no telling how old this is. I was going to say this isn't very old, but then again, it could be. It's a Craftsman screwdriver with a screw holder tip. I don't know if they make these anymore. Kind of a funky, fun thing. The tip of the screwdriver is a little bit beat up. It's been used. Let's see if we get that thing to focus. Come on now. There you go. That's not too bad. So what you do is you push the plunger forward, I guess you could say, and it moves all this forward, and then this contraption will hold the screw head. Of course, I don't have a screw handy. I wasn't smart enough to bust out a screw and be really prepared. So, of course, and then the other thing is I have a screw. Here we are, back with screw. This screw is Phillips head, but you get the idea. It would go in here, and then with one hand, you can get the screw started. It was kind of one of those tools that's trying to solve a problem and probably didn't solve it all that well, or maybe it did. I don't know. Let me know if you've ever used one of these. If you're like, oh yeah, I use that all the time. That's my favorite tool. It was just simple sheet metal spring here. And it opens and closes. Kind of fun. I got all this from one guy, and it was $15. I think that was even a little much, actually. But the pliers are pretty cool. They're a little loose. They've got some wear and tear on them, but I kind of like them. And the Diamalloy, people seem to like that stuff. I like it. Kind of fun. Anyway, that's what I got. Things are getting thin. It might be next spring before we get really good tools showing up. That's all I got for now. We'll catch you later.